Hello and welcome to this edition of Akron Buzz. My name is Aaron Coleman, and we are joined once again by one of our great friends in the community, Traci Buckner, the Executive Director of the Akron Childrens Museum. Traci, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Always good to be on the Akron Buzz.
Always good to talk to you as well, Traci. And first of all, let's start off with a little bit of the mission of the Children's Museum and a little bit of background for those who may not know about it.
Sure. The Children's Museum is a safe place for families to come and learn through play. It's that simple. We want to have children engage with our exhibits and imagine themselves once they get to be our age and adults by visiting our curtain call theater, where they might become a thespian one day, or our maker space, where perhaps they'll become a future engineer. And the museum's been around since 2016, the end of 2016, and we are just really excited about the possibility of reopening our space, and I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about that soon.
Absolutely, and as a parent of a 3-year-old now, I remember speaking to you when he was a little bit younger, but I know that he's been to the Children's Museum before, and I know that he's certainly enjoyed it. And it's one of those things where, as a parent, Traci, and I know that as a parent yourself, I mean, I know that your kids are a little bit older now, but as a parent yourself, there really wasn't much of a market for children's museums in the greater Akron area. You had to travel all the way to Cleveland. But this serves as a great resource for people in the community with young children looking to explore, right?
Exactly. I used to pack up my 2 sons, Jackson and Justice, and we would travel north about 45 minutes to visit our friends there in Cleveland, which is where I hail from. But it is really important to be able, for families, especially when you're, a young family and you're worrying about nap time and feeding, and you want to make sure that you can get someplace rather quickly and then get home quickly if you need to. So it was important for us and for our founders, Betsy and Ryan Hartshoe, as they traveled the country and visited museums. They realized that, wow, our community deserves to have a space like this for children and families to come and to learn through play.
For sure. And a little bit about the plans for reopening, Traci. I mean, obviously the COVID-19 pandemic really took its toll on a lot of civic life and a lot of our facets that we enjoy and everything. What are the plans for reopening the Children's Museum, and how do you plan to attack that?
Well, that is the topic of conversation daily for us. And in fact, I was just on a leadership call with museums across the country through the Association of Children's Museums. And we were talking about, what about the new variant with the pandemic and the virus? Is that something to consider for reopening? And about half of the leaders on the call have museums that are opened with limited capacity, and half of the leaders are not quite open yet. Our plans are, we really want families to have something exciting to come back to when we finally open our doors. When we had to close so abruptly last year in 2020, we were in the midst of a capital campaign. And last time I was on the Akron Buzz, I was telling you how excited we were to have new exhibit space, expanding the square footage, being able to have private party rooms. And so our goal is $500,000, and we're about $250,000. So during this time, we are working to take advantage of not actually having people in the museum so that we can do some of that work and have something really fun for people to come back to. It is very challenging. We are looking at some exciting summer opportunities, and we're working with some local organizations who actually have summer camps on their site, and then we would provide the entertainment per se, or the learning opportunity for those different organizations. So we have a STEAM maker camp that is really fun, and we have nobody people are probably really tired of the virtual opportunities, but we've got something called Spend, Save, and Share, and it's a hybrid approach between actually immersing yourselves virtually in the museum, going through the exhibits, learning about spending, saving, and sharing, spending some money, and then earning rewards where you can have an interactive session. It might be a hip hop dance session, it might be a visual art session, or our friends with Akron Honey and Bella, the junior chef, who's in Grammy's kitchen inside the museum, showing you how to make a healthy snack. So the Spend, Save, and Share program is what we're really excited about right now because it serves the purpose of a wonderful extended learning opportunity for the regular school day, or a summer opportunity, or even individually with parents and children at home. And it's actually going to be on our Home Time website. So if you visit akronkidsorg/hometime, you'll be able to find out more about that, about our adventure backpacks, which are a really hot item also, and our new book that's out called We All Make Tracks.
Okay. Sounds great. Traci, you touched on this a little bit during that last bit of your interview there. Talk about some of the enrollment or not the enrollment initiatives, but some of the fundraising initiatives that you have for the Children's Museum, and how you could secure some of those generous donations to keep the museum afloat.
Yes, we welcome all generous donations. And you can go to akronkids.org/support to make a general donation, or you can support us through our fundraisers. And the next fundraiser that we have coming up is our Akron Golf Classic. It is our second annual Akron Golf Classic, which will take place on August 15th at Bunker Hill Golf Course in Medina. And the twist is, your typical golf outing is for adults, but this one, we encourage your families to come out and golf together. We want the children to have an opportunity to see what it's like out there on the green, and also by helping to raise some dollars to support the museum.
Sounds like a wonderful opportunity there, Traci. And talk to me a little bit about some of the exhibits. You touched on those a little bit earlier, and how some of those will be potentially impacted by COVID-19 if you guys were to reopen and return.
Well, you know, we have really exciting plans that we have been gearing up to unleash. And so we are really having to sort of phase in the exhibits that we were thinking of. We're actually collaborating with the University of Akron's Akronauts, who is helping to create a rocket exhibit for us that will be really fun. And we have some other exciting things too, in addition to our wind and air. And the most exciting thing for me, for everyone to enjoy, is a private party room. We did not really have a private party room, and with people really wanting to sort of be in their bubble right now because there's still so much unknown, it gives families an opportunity to come to the museum to celebrate their children and do it safely.
All right, and finally here to wrap it up, website, phone number, social media, any kind of way that people could find out more about the Children's Museum, to find out about volunteering at the museum, donations, etc.
Yes, you can always find us on the social media outlets. We are on Facebook and on Instagram, and also on Twitter. My email is Traci with an I @akronkids.org, and the museum's website is akronkids.org. We love to provide opportunities, whether it's for high school students looking for service, or college fraternities or sororities who are looking for service opportunities, or companies and even individuals. We will always have something for you to do to volunteer your time and be a part of the museum family.
Well, Traci, thank you very much for joining us again here on Akron Buzz. We certainly appreciate your time. Best of luck to you moving forward, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Take care, Akron Buzz. Until next time.
Sounds great. And for other great interviews, you could check out akronbuzz.com on our website, all social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, you could check us out on our new Roku channel as well. For Traci Buckner, I'm Aaron Coleman from Akron Buzz, saying make it a great day.